Hi, and welcome to a very unfortunate episode 3. So unfortunate that I'm wearing my fucking slippers. Alright, so I got the carb, the throttle cable off. Really easy to take off. You literally just lift your butterfly valve, feed it through here, comes right off. You unscrew off your threads. So right now, I want to see what the inside of this guy looks like right now after 5 years. I've never even touched this car one time. So this is like everything in this carb is from not only when I had the bike, but since before I had the bike. Wow, it's not all... I thought this was going to be all broken up and fucked up. Well, that's a really good sign right there. Wow. Wow. I'm pretty damn shocked, actually. Alright, let's see what this float bowl looks like. There we go. Thank God. I was almost scared to open these screws up because of how shitty and old they are. Oh, good. Jeez, the carb is like clean as hell. I'm gonna go ahead and squirt some cleaner through here though. No lie, I was expecting this thing to be like gunky to the max, so that's kind of relieving. I'm gonna go ahead and spray that nasty shit at the bottom just while it's open, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and open this back up. So I want to go ahead and get to my jets. My dumbass forgot that I had to get to them from the top with my retainer out on the inside, or diaphragm, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. There we go, we got our slide. Boom. I'm just gonna spray an inside jet part. We're good with this little piece here. Let's go ahead and put it back on here. Get this baby all kinds of clean. Wipe her all down. Make sure she's all squeaky clean. Man, my voice sounds funny right there. And then now I just got about 1 or 2 more days, maybe even a few more, to wait for my parts to reassemble the motor while it's just sitting there with the piston hanging out of its ass. And then the moment of truth.
Day 2.
A lot of shit has happened between the last episode and now, and I wish I could say that everything was going dandy and everything, you know, I had some good news and shit, but I don't. And why might you ask? So upon further inspection, it turns out that, do you see that? That is pretty much an 120% indication that my connecting rod bearings are shot. And I thought to myself, you know, splitting a case might work. I could see if I can get a tool and maybe find the parts. Well, you would think a bike that's been the same for a few decades, you know, you'd find some parts and shit. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything for this. Like, you know, the crank. I was going to get the bearings, and I actually did order them, and then I had to immediately request today for a cancellation once I realized, like, getting the crank, you know, basically disassembled to basically even get to that part, like, is something I wouldn't even be able to do here at my house. I was even gonna go full in. I was right over the buy button for the Tusk K-splitter and crank puller. And then I realized, well, I'm gonna need a crank. Oh my god, you guys have no idea how hard it is to find parts for this bike. I found one full engine for $875, which I can't do that. So what I'm gonna have to basically do is, I totally do want to fix this bike, but until I can find an entire crank like rebuild, or hopefully an entire bottom end motor that includes the crank that I can kind of just swap out and then put the top end on it, I'm kind of stuck right now in a limbo. And I searched for literally ever since the last upload. I've been doing this since that day. So it's been a good while now, and you guys have no idea the research, the shit I went through, the things I've looked for. It's just been getting fucking just over the mountain hard for me at this point. I wasn't expecting it to happen this way. I was expecting this to have a lot more parts readily available for it, but unfortunately it's not. So that's currently where I'm at right now. I'm at a literal dead end. The real shitty part is I have all these parts just sitting here. I'm really bummed out myself about this, because you guys obviously saw how motivated I've been for this. I've been putting the fucking work in. I've been actually going balls deep into this every fucking day. I was working on it till I hit this point. And also, to further show you guys the damage, I bought that borroscope camera to inspect my motors, and that thing has been coming in handy so much. It's so awesome. And thankfully, let me show you exactly why I think it's the rod bearings, and pretty much know they are.
And as you can see here, I went ahead and threw the camera into the motor, and you can just already see the big gap in the rod, all these metal shavings that are sitting on the bottom right underneath the piston, right underneath the rod. You can see them all sitting right here in the motor. Pretty much a telltale sign and indication of my bearing shot. And here's some more. Thankfully I looked at my cogwheels. They all looked fine from what I could obviously see, but you could just see tons of those metal shavings from the bearing. That didn't come from my cylinder wall. My cylinder wall had nothing but, you know, those little burn marks. And I went ahead and shot a little video here as well, showing you guys a more finite look at what happened. You could just see all that shit in there. Look at that. Look at that. And here I back the camera out so you guys can get a general location of where I'm at. So I start right here at the piston. There's the rod. I go right in, right around the rod right here. It's like bunch of metal there, and on the other side it's the same way. So if that wasn't the bearings, what else is it, right? So I'm right at the heart, the root of the problem right here. Over here it's spraying some fucking metal shaving ropes as well. It's just a catastrophic fucking goody hole damage down there, to say the least. And I'm over here fiddling with the camera, wondering like, how the fuck, what the hell is going on? I'm over here moving the rod, trying to get a shot of that. But yeah, that's pretty much the damage, guys.
I don't know, unless one of you guys have a tip on me on where I might be able to get an entire, you know, bottom end assembly, or even a whole bottom end for my motor. There's literally physically nothing at all I can do at this point, and trust me, I have tried. So I'm here, I'm all ears. If you guys have any tips, any leads on where I can get something. Also, I was trying to do some research on like direct fit engines, just to see if maybe I can't find me another like little cheap used engine that's not a DR200 that could bolt in, but had no luck in that department either. So if any of you guys got any knowledge on this bike and might be able to assist me on what I can do to get past this little roadblock here, I'm all ears. And unfortunately, that's where we're at this moment in time. But appreciate you guys watching up to this point. I obviously will keep you guys updated every step of the way. If I get any good luck or news or anything turns up that'll, you know, help me fix this little issue, parts, etc. And yeah, fucking once again, I'm sorry. I'm fucking more hurt about this shit not, you know, happening than you guys pretty much are, I'm sure, because I was like just full ready to rip this thing again. But I'll continue looking as always. And until then, guys, thank you for watching. I love yous. I appreciate yous. And you guys have a real good night. 12.